Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for SP500. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting count from here, as that is the major pivot that I have for higher time frame count to end this basically this downfall here, and then we could be looking for some kind of connector upwards. This is the, whoops, not that one. This is the main count here, in which we have that as an ABC, and then we would be looking for a wave B here, and we have taken out these current lows that we had for this B wave, so possibly we have now pivoted again, hit the 1-to-1 retracement of this A wave, and yeah, that is pretty good looking area to go for pivots. Now in this one, we had two different ideas. One of them was saying that we had a WXY here. In this one, we had this as an ABC coming down, another ABC going up for that X wave, and then looking for another ABC coming downwards for the wave Y. If we are zooming in, we can take a closer look on this one. In here, we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extended fifth here into an A wave, ABC into B with a running flat. It is very short. Only 23.6% retracement for that wave B off the wave A here completely, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the reason why I did not really like this 5-way structure coming down for the C wave is just the extension here on the third. We barely got over the 1-to-1 extension, so we have some kind of extension here on 1, comparing it to wave 3 as generally wave 3 should be going around the 1.618. We had more better targets, I guess, with the 1.618 being at the third wave, and then without any extensions we would have the 2.236 around $3,500. At that point we would have some better targets, higher time frame, but this is still fine. It is still possible that this is ended right, so like so. So in here what we had was an A, B and C wave here into that wave 4, and then ending diagonal into wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks very good as is. Now at the moment, as this count is saying that we have ended this whole structure coming down, we would be looking for a wave C, because again on higher time frame, if we are looking at that, we are saying that this indeed was the wave B. So what we are expecting is a 5-way move upwards, as in the wave of C of this minuet count, taking us quite far up already. But let's take a look at some targets here before going into the structures in here. So the overall idea was something like this, something like that. Oops, not that one. Let's see, try that again. There we go. So 0.618 again the minimum, but at that point again it would be very weird looking structure here. 1-to-1 is definitely the main target here, or even getting up a bit higher. That would probably take the liquidity we have from here and get people more bullish before going down again. If we are looking at some time targets here, we could be looking at something like this. At minimum, I would expect us to be there at around October 19th. So that's going to be quite a while still away, and that is the minimum again. 1-to-1 in time, comparing the wave A here for that wave C would be all the way at November 28th, so almost December, at which this wave C could be ending. But we'll see of course how it turns out. Nothing is for sure, but those are just the projections here for the higher time frame. Now if we are looking at the very low time frame, again back to this 5-minute time frame, off of the lows what we can see is a potential 5-way move again. It is very much not the best looking structure. In here I would think that we have to label this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some kind of contracting leading diagonal into wave 1, wave 2, and then again 3, 4 and 5 have alteration between the 2 and 4 here. And yeah, the only issue I have with this is the extensions that we are having. We have to be saying that wave 1 is the extended wave structure, because wave 3 is definitely not that long and wave 5 is definitely not that long. So yeah, it does not really fit into the normal categories or extensions we have here. But we pretty much have the same issue here that we had on the previous third wave as we do have in here. So but yeah, we just have to acknowledge that it is not the perfect looking setup. Now we have already retraced like 50% of this move, so this definitely looks like some kind of a diagonal possibility here. I'm not quite sure how we're going to be labeling this. Again, I don't really want to be zooming into wave of 1 minute time frame on S&P 500 because this definitely does not really fit into the idea of being 5 waves. I'd rather have this as a 3-way structure like that, or 3 waves like this, 3 waves and then 3 waves. I guess that would be the best structure like that, and then 3 waves and then 3 waves. I guess that fits the best at the moment. So let's just label that in here as a minuscule count, and that has the potential of ending here. Now this does not really fit into the idea that we have with Bitcoin at the moment, so we have to be careful with this and not go all in on here. If we are going to be taking out these lows, then I'm not quite sure how to fit this count in here anymore. Because if we are looking at this structure over here and saying that we have a wave here, B wave, this would be, and then C wave here, it doesn't really fit into the idea here too well, because that wave 4 would be this size, and comparing it to this wave 2 here, it's kind of stretch for me. Now Dan had this count that I showed yesterday as well, where he had this as an ABC, 3 waves into X, and then ABC into W. I think maybe, oh well, whichever these lows he picks, I'm not quite sure. But this is the only one that fits into my ideology at the moment, in which this would still be, this would still be that X wave. And here we would have this as an A, B, and C. If we are putting the wave W up in here, so we would have this as the A wave, then this would be B wave, this 3-way structure. But at that point, the 1.618 extension, as you see here, would be hit. So the only way I can fit this count in here is that we have the wave C ending at here, having this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, let's see, maybe the 3 is here, 3, 4, 5 into 3, 4, and 5, something like that. And that would have to be it, just because, again, the extensions here. Otherwise, this does not work, or it doesn't fit into my structures here. So I would be considering this as a possibility if we're going to be taking out these high or these lows that we currently have. Otherwise, I'm still going to be sticking with my main count, and we'll see if I can figure out something here that could be fitting in otherwise as well. But yeah, I feel like that is pretty much the main scenario I'm looking at this very moment. At this moment, I feel like we could have another contracting diagonal in here, possibly. Again, taking out this low would be invalidating that idea. So we'll see how that goes again. Not really good looking structures, to be honest, from the lows, but rarely they are good looking from the larger pivots that we are about to see here, if this count is correct. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Links to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video, bye bye.